Hello Cancer, welcome to your reading for mid-July. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. Alrighty, I'm pulling a Celtic cross for you today, but I'm starting off with a couple of astro cards. And just a side note, if you're on the cusp of Gemini, or you're dealing with a Gemini, or you have it heavily in your chart, go watch the Gemini reading. You were all over it. Okay, we have Capricorn and Jupiter. Interesting. Some of you may have your Jupiter in Capricorn. Now, Capricorn talks about ambition, realism, and methodical steps, and Jupiter talks about growth and expansion. I feel now, especially today, I'm recording on the 13th, and today and tomorrow we have a full moon in Capricorn. It's an incredible time to take a reality check. It is an incredible time to realize what your goals are, whether it is in your career path or just your future entirely, and evaluate the steps that you're taking and executing those steps in a wise manner. Capricorn rules the 10th house, which talks about your public image, your income, your career. There is something that you need to change here, which is going to lead to growth for you. Jupiter is retrograding in Aries and eventually Pisces up till November. So that reevaluation of success and that reevaluation of growth and expansion needs to start happening now. If you need to see where Capricorn is in your chart, if you can, that is going to help you understand where it is that you need to bring about this reevaluation. But otherwise, I think there is something related to your growth as a being, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally and spiritually as well, that needs to happen. And some of you, plain and simple, may be dealing with a Capricorn or have it heavily in your chart. But with Jupiter showing up, there is a sense of growth. There is a sense of abundance, a sense of success that wants to come about for you. And we shall see how we can bring that about. Now, I just saw my little blackboard. Jupiter is semi-squaring Saturn on the 21st of July, which is quite appropriate keeping both these cards in mind because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. This particular transit talks about that reevaluation. Saturn is the strict grandfather of the zodiac, okay, and it is someone who would put you in a box just because tradition asks for it. Jupiter is a very childlike energy. It is not Uranus energy, but it is still very childlike. It is somebody who just wants to grow, expand, blossom. Get out of that box. What is keeping you stuck, Cancer? Ask yourself that. It could be a person, it could be a relationship, it could be an ideology, it could be a family dynamic, it could be a career path. There is something that is keeping you restricted. Let's pull your tarot and see what this could be regarding. Whoop. All right, in the heart of your reading we have the 3 of Pentacles, and crossing that we have the 4 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles could talk about a few things. It could talk about co-workers, it could talk about a collaboration, it could talk about a friendship, a partnership. It is basically a couple of people or a few people coming together, putting in their best in order to achieve a common goal. But crossing that collaboration is the 4 of Pentacles. You're holding back. Sorry, I need a sip of coffee. You are holding back regarding something. It's possible that you're part of a team at work and you're not giving it your all. It's possible that when it comes to a particular relationship dynamic or a friendship, you are keeping to yourself, you're not giving it your all. Maybe because you realize that whatever this collaboration, companionship, friendship is going to prevent that growth, which is why you are keeping quiet. You're a very, very intuitive sign, Cancer, and I'm a Cancer sun, so I can say this from experience. I would never ever question a Cancer's intuition. If something is telling you to hold back, I trust your judgment. But let's see what else we have, just so we can elaborate a little further. What is your focus? The Two of Cups. You're focusing on love. The Two of Cups doesn't necessarily talk about just a relationship with another. It can also talk about a relationship between you and your higher self. Either way, it is the commingling. It's not the Two of Cups. Pardon me, it is the Ten of Cups. This is a new deck for me. So, yeah, I'm a little all over the place. What I said stands true regardless. The Ten of Cups is the commingling of a few energies that leads to emotional fulfillment and emotional completion. It is the energy of living the life of your dreams. It is a white house with a white picket fence and a garden with a little pond and little puppies roaming around and kids and the whole 10 yards. It is a sense of being the happiest that you've ever been. I feel like you want to reach this particular state of emotional fulfillment. You want to be in love. You want to feel loved. You want to give love. Something was keeping you stuck though, or still is. There is something that is preventing you from opening your heart up as wide as possible. There's something preventing this growth. I'm going to get one more card here. Don't usually do this. The Tower. All right, you're afraid. You're afraid that the past is going to repeat itself. You're afraid that the Tower will come crashing down. You're afraid that whatever happiness this is will come to you just for a mid-second and it's going to fall apart, because that's what has happened in the past. That's why you're holding back. I do trust your intuition, Cancer, and I would never question it. But with the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles right here, it's possible that you are holding back, not because of the energy you are receiving, but because of what is already inside you. That fear that is inside you. You know what I mean? What was in the recent past? The Eight of Wands. There was travel, communication, fast-paced movement. You see how that's all come to a screeching halt. Something has just stopped for you. I'm going to get a crossing card here. The Ten of Swords. I knew it. I knew it. There was pain. There was pain, which is why you are holding back. You are still focused. You're not closing yourself off. With the Four of Pentacles, it would be easy to assume that you've just shut down. You haven't. You're hoping for the Ten of Cups. You're hoping for that love. You're hoping for that white picket fence. You're hoping for that happy family, that happy marriage, happy relationship, whatever it may be. But your fear is overriding it. Look at that. The Ten of Swords, the Tower, the Four of Pentacles, they're all crossing cards. Crossing cards usually talk about obstacles, and I feel like these obstacles are all stemming from your mind, from your own fears. I don't think this has anything to do with external circumstances. What is your strength, Cancer? The Two of Pentacles. Your strength is your ability to not only multitask but to balance out your emotions. Your strength is your ability to balance life and work, work and life, work and love, etc. I feel like you can do a lot of things at one time without exhausting yourself. You're like a bottomless pit of energy and motivation, being cardinal water. And I feel like it is this particular quality within you that is helping you take those methodical steps to growth and expansion. You're not stuck. You're not stagnating. I feel like you're in that particular, you know how a roller coaster goes up and down, right? You're like right on the precipice of going down, and then you suddenly go up again. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. You're going with the flow. You're honoring your emotions. You're honoring the pain, but at the same time, you're honoring the love within you. You're honoring everything that you've been wishing for. There is no stagnancy here, which I'm glad to see. Because that is the number one enemy of Jupiterian energy. You're taking those methodical steps. Immediate future. The Knight of Cups kept wanting to pop up. Seven of Cups. I'm going to get one more here. There is a sense of confusion. There's a sense of disillusionment. But the Three of Wands. I see you coming out of that. Because like I said, Neptune is retrograding. I don't know if I told you or if I told Gemini. But Neptune is retrograding. And that is Seven of Cups energy. It is those rose-colored glasses finally coming off, and you finally being able to discern the horizon. You being able to look to the future. I just saw 11:11 on my timer. I feel like there is a this kind of enchantment that's lifting, a fog that is lifting for you. There's a realism that's coming about for you, because Capricorn, I literally said realism. I didn't even realize it was there. There is reality kicking in. I did talk about the new moon, the full moon in Capricorn, about taking that reality check. That reality check has come about for you. I feel like you're realizing who your friends are and who your foes are. Not just manifesting as people, but thoughts. Which thoughts are poisoning your mind? You're letting go of those. You are prioritizing your growth, Cancer, and that is so beautiful to see. This is a very real, very, very real and authentic reading this time. Very unapologetic. It's like you're taking life with its petals and its thorns. And you're not shying away from it. There's no fear. How are you showing up to this reading? The Four of Swords. You're showing up as someone who's healing. You may be retreating, you may be in isolation just for a smidge, because you want to heal. You want to be at peace. You want to let go of all of this pain that you've been facing with the Tower and the Ten of Swords, and you want to come out of it in a beautiful way. It's all right to be in isolation for a tiny bit, especially during your season, because that is when you can recharge, recuperate and regenerate. Dropped a bunch of cards. There's incredible growth happening here, Cancer. Alright. External influences that you may or may not be aware of. We have two. Beautiful. We have the Six of Wands. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. The universe is acknowledging your hard work, my friend. The universe acknowledges everything that you've been through. The universe acknowledges the fact. Did you see how that just turned? I mean, I did kind of nudge it a bit, but the Wheel of Fortune right next to that. Pretty mind-blowing. The universe wants to reward you for everything that you've been through and everything that you have embraced so gracefully. All the pain you've embraced so gracefully. All the patience that you've shown. All the healing that you've done. The universe finally wants to step in, bring about that growth and expansion with the Jupiter card, with the Wheel of Fortune card, and with the Six of Wands, which talks about success. It talks about victory. It talks about public recognition. Ambition, realism, methodical steps. It's almost like you're out of the quicksand. You've worked incredibly hard to pull yourself out of that darkness. You can finally see the light, and it's almost like the steps ahead are being presented to you, that here, Cancer, this is the path you need to take. There are no questions here. It's just like, this is the best thing for you. It's a reward. I'm getting goosebumps. Normally, external influences talk about, people around you, or maybe like an ideology that's very deep within yourself that you need to embrace. Literally, the external influence around you is the universe. The Wheel of Fortune is the card of the universe. Hopes and fears for Cancer. Ace of Pentacles. You're hoping for stability. You're hoping for growth. You're hoping for whatever manifestations you've planted to finally take root and grow and expand. And I feel like it's going to happen for you. You are on such a beautiful path, Cancer. I haven't seen such a real reading for you, not just for you, but for anybody in a very long time. It's very moving, to be very frank. This is a blessing from the universe. This Ace of Pentacles, this Wheel of Fortune, it is a blessing. You need to embrace it. You need to show gratitude for this, whatever this is. However this Ace of Pentacles is manifesting in your life, whether it is in the shape of monetary wealth, it is a career path, it is a relationship, whatever it may be, do not ever forget to show gratitude. I always get emotional during Cancer readings because, I'm reading for myself too, technically. All right, let's see, potential outcome. I love it. Why? There are 2 3 of Swords in this deck. One of them talks about immense pain. The other one, this one, talks about learning from it. I always say, when you go through a particularly difficult period, the pain that you've been through turns into wisdom. And that wisdom, in turn, turns into a handbook or a guidebook that will help somebody else going through a similar situation. Look at the card carefully. You've learnt from that pain. And it's almost like you're ready to guide other people through it. Some of you may be turning into healers. It is very, very possible. Bottom of the deck, the World, the Devil, the Sun, the King of Pentacles, King of Cups, the Chariot, the Hanged Man. Oh my God, strength. Okay, I can't. Would you look at this? Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana. 2 Kings, Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana. Do you see that transformation? Defeating the devil. Your last reading spoke all about it. Defeating the devil, closing out a chapter, embracing yourself, your true power. The Chariot is your card, Cancer. Shifting your perspective, embracing your spirituality, embracing strength, embracing happiness, and ascending when it comes to your own wealth as well as love. I love it. I absolutely love this reading. It's blown my mind. Okay. Let's get you a couple of tea leaves. Teardrops. Great personal sorrow. We know you've been through this. Heart. Love. Deep affection and caring. I feel like that's coming about for you. You deserve it. Flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Absolutely. And I feel like all that wisdom that you've gained through this difficult journey is going to prevent you from ever lowering that staff ever again. Goldfish. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. I love it for you. You're evolving so gracefully, Cancer. All right. Couple of charms to close this off. Some of you may be reuniting with family. Some of you may be looking into your ancestral roots. And some of you may be building legacies of love all on your own. There's a generational wealth that comes about with the Tree of Knowledge. We have the letters F, L, and Y. Fly. There's a personal story here which I'm not going to tell. It's going to make the video incredibly long, but these could be your initials, they could be the initials of someone you're dealing with, doesn't have to be necessarily. And we have Capricorn again, that's a double confirmation. Make sure you use this particular full moon energy wisely. It's going to carry on for the rest of the month. And we have Feather. There could be communication coming in. There could be light-hearted, carefree time coming in. But I feel like a lot of the weight is going to be lifted off your shoulders. And this could also indicate a message coming in for you. Lovely reading, Cancer. I absolutely loved it. I hope this helped you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.